Hello there. So I got a recent pickup in the mail here. This was actually an Amazon purchase. I had a gift card, so it didn't really cost me anything. And but it's the Heavy Mandalorian. Was his name? Paz Vizsla, I believe. But yeah, I've really liked this figure when it was announced and was out. But it was a Best Buy exclusive. I never really saw it. I didn't really. I mean, it's Black Series. I don't generally try to hunt them down. I did look for it because my oldest son has a handful of Black Series figures. Like, and he definitely likes the Troopers and he likes Mandalorians. Um, like he's got like a Death Trooper, a First Order Flame Trooper. He was when the Last Jedi was coming out. He was fairly obsessed with the Praetorian Guards. He really loved those guys, and so I think he's got one of those. And but anyway, so I'll probably end up letting him have this one. But I got this one for my display just because I could. But man, just not that I want to just go head first into a whole new scale of figures. But man, the detail on this guy is pretty good. Yeah, I like the big heavy weapon here. The jetpack actually does remove, so like that there. Yeah, yeah, it looks really good. I'm praying they make one of these. Make this guy in the vintage collection, because Hasbro, you did say you were going to make all the characters that interacted with the Razor Crest. Technically, he does, because he goes flying next to it at the end of episode 3. So let's make it happen. But yeah, this nice heavy weapon here. It's like a blaster version of a chain gun. It kind of reminds me also of Base Malbus's weapon there, which is kind of cool. One thing I do like, and I think I might actually pose them like this because this takes up so much room in this action pose here. There's actually, yeah, that's right. There's a little articulation here. This handle moves, which is nice because, to get them to hold it in some kind of action pose, that makes it a lot easier. But also, there is this peg here, and it fits in this hole here. And this is probably how I'm going to display him on my display stand that I have. So, but let's see, he's got the well articulated head. I think it's one of those double barbell heads. It's pretty standard for the 6-inch lines, especially the Troopers. But you got your ball hinged shoulders. I like how this looks there when you move it. So there's definitely, you get some definitely good articulation out of him. You got ball hinged elbows as well. Swivel wrist, no big deal. Pretty standard, I guess. But yeah, we'll go over that in a second. But you got your articulated torso, ball hinged hips. You got the double pinned knees here. Looks good. And then yeah, he's got ball hinge rocker feet, which is, I guess for the 6-inch guys, that's pretty standard on a lot, especially the Troopers. It's still kind of fairly new in the vintage collection, and I'm loving it on guys. So, but yeah, let's see. He's got like this here, which is, oops, this actually came out. So when I took it off, but yeah, this plugs in there, so it's a nice little like a little flamethrower there on the side. That's kind of cool. Because he's the heavy infantry Mando. He's a lot beefier weaponry on him. So really cool. Yeah, I didn't notice that before. Does it work on this? It's not really on this side. Well, I guess it does move. Yeah, it does. Okay, it just was stiff. But yeah, swivel there. That's kind of nice. And so it swivels at the gauntlet as well as the wrist. So that's kind of cool. But he's definitely a cool looking figure there. So but yeah, I kind of like him. That's the loose one. I don't spend a whole lot of time on the package. This is back the older Black Series packaging, which honestly, yeah, you know, if I were, I love the carded ones, you know, with the vintage cards and that size. They look great. This is just bland packaging. I mean, granted, they have updated it recently. They have like the mural on the side, which is kind of cool. Usual Mike is always going through those and trying to decipher what other figures we're getting, as well as other people. Don't get me wrong. He's one that I watch more frequently. But again, so let's see here. There's some text on the back here. That's a neat picture, actually. I do like that photo. Well, drawing, actually, I guess. But okay, so here he is. Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, a brawny warrior encased in the strongest Beskar armor. The mysterious Heavy Infantry Mandalorian is part of a secretive enclave of his people. A born survivor, he guards a precious armory and helps to keep the flames of the Mandalorian heritage flickering in this time of galactic chaos. So, interesting. And it's definitely the scenes where you see him, like, you know, when he's fighting Din Djarin in episode 3 and stuff, and then they come in at the end there. Spoiler alert for a show that's been around for 2 years, but yeah, he's definitely cool looking. So yeah, I'm glad to have him in the collection. Like I said, I'm not a huge Black Series collector. Matter of fact, I'll show you where I'm going to display him in a second, and you see the bulk of my 6-inch collection minus 2 carded figures, the Vader, and I have a second of the Obi-Wans that are on the wall, and they look fantastic there. Like I said, that's the packaging I like, is, you know, they're the homage to the vintage cards there. So, you know, this packaging here, it's, you know, I'm not hating on it, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, it's like when they were doing the Black Series 3 3/4 inch. I mean, it was the same packaging. I was like, yeah, I'm not buying it to keep it in the package. And in this, you know, the vintage collection carding is so much better. And you know, it's especially for, you know, us old hats. It's the you know, stuff from when we were kids. Matter of fact, I found recently a bunch of old vintage cards that I had kept, and maybe I'll do a video going through those. It's pretty neat that they're all still there, and some of them even still have the bubble on them to a point. But you can definitely tell I was less careful opening my childhood toys than I was the newer stuff. But anyway, so let's take a look at this on the display. And so here he is in his new home. Like I said, I have this display from the 40th anniversary Vader, and looks pretty good. Luckily, there's not a whole lot more space for more figures, so hopefully that will temper my addiction here, since I really don't want to get into another scale other than for a few here and there. So hope you liked this video, and if you did, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much. And that should do it for this video. So thanks again for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, because this is the way.
Remember, the Force will be with you always.